All right. Let's get up, stand. We got a few fun songs we're going to teach you. Right as we're starting to get all the wiggles out and the giggles out and everything to have a lot of fun. So we got some guys and ladies and gentlemen helping us. We have a few songs that we're going to teach you first, our favorite camp songs. And so the first one is...
All right, so the first song we're going to do is, okay, everybody repeat after me. Ready? Every move I make, I make in you. You make me move, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Whoop! Whoop! Woo! Every step I take, I take in you. You are my way, Jesus. Every breath I take, I breathe in you. Whoop! Woo! Got it? Okay, then we do some waves, right? We're on the island, so we do some waves. Waves of mercy, like this. Waves of mercy. Then waves of grace. Everywhere I look, I see your face. Your love has captured me, and you got to capture somebody. Capture somebody. And we do a big oh. My God. This love. How can it be? Okay, and there's one more thing. So then we do some na 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 na's, and so the girls do this. It goes like this. Na 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 na. You got it, girls? Na 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 na. Now while they're doing that, the guys are gonna go hey ho. So it's like na 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 na. Hey na 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 na. You got it? Okay, you're great. You got it. You're gonna get it. All right, here we go.
Every move I make.
the girls or the guys were louder on that one? What do you think? I feel like the girls were a lot louder. I really do. So, gentlemen, step up your game, okay? Step up your game. All right.
Hello, everyone. This is Lighthouse Keeper Dave reporting my first day on Adventure Island. Thanks for tuning in. I've been hoping to come here since I graduated from Lighthouse Keeper School. Adventure Island has intrigued me because my parents were both virologists, or people who study lighthouses. They discovered this journal from Professor Luminari, Adventure Island's very first lighthouse keeper. In it, he used mysterious riddles and sketches to describe lanterns that never go out, called infinity lanterns. No one has been able to locate them, but I'm hoping to. If only I could discover the missing map. Wait a minute. What's that? Is that an infinity lantern right there? Going in for a closer look. Ha! False alarm. That is definitely not an infinity lantern. Oh, hello there. For those of you watching remotely, these boys and girls are explorers, and they've been invited to help me find infinity lanterns. Explorers, I am the new lighthouse keeper on Adventure Island. I'm so glad you have come to join me. Did your invitation mention the legend of the infinity lanterns? No? Well, with your help, we're going to find them. There's something quite mysterious about Adventure Island, like you never know what's going to pop up next. Oh, a most curious bird. Look, very interesting little bird that has just arrived. It seems so human-like, almost as if it could talk.
Hello.
What? What?
Are you okay?
I just spoke to a species of bird. Did you hear that? I should pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. Ow!
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes. Are you a talking bird?
Absolutely. I'm a puffin.
Did you hear that? This bird says it's a muffin. It's surely confused, or I'm hallucinating from all this heat.
It's puffin. But maybe you need to take a break with some music.
Music?
Yes, you know, relaxing rhythmic sounds with lyrics and melodies.
Okay, sure.
How about hearing from our Adventure Island musicians?
Sounds like a plan. Okay, friends, let's meet our Adventure Island musicians and join them for some music.
Don't know what lies ahead, never walked this road before.
But I am confident, never been more sure.
We are discovering who we're made to be as we discover who you are.
call me Beacon.
Bacon? That's a strange name for a bird.
I said Beacon.
That's what I said. But more importantly, have you heard about the legend of the Infinity Lanterns? I have been studying Professor Luminari's journal, and these explorers are here to help me find them. But Professor Luminari only included riddles and sketches in his journal.
That sounds like something Professor Luminari would do. He was a strange bird.
You knew Professor Luminari? So, do you know about the legend?
I sure do. Infinity lanterns once lined the path to the lighthouse, but Professor Luminari scattered them across the island.
Interesting. Why would he do that?
Like I said, he was a strange bird. The lanterns all contain a special kind of light, a light that never goes out, but it's more than that. The lights in each of the lanterns are special ways God shines light into the world, and they also show us how we can shine God's light to others.
That sounds very important. We need to find those lanterns. If only I had a map of the island.
A map? Like that one right there?
You are an extraordinary little bird. You can speak, and you just found the missing map. Maybe I could use some sort of GPS or satellite imaging to find the lanterns on the map.
That's not how you find things on Adventure Island. But don't worry, you should have all you need to discover the lanterns.
I hope you're right, Deacon.
That's Beacon.
I've studied this journal for years, but never had the map until now. Perhaps we could use both to determine the specific coordinates. Explorers, a coordinate is a set of numbers and letters that correspond to a specific spot on the map. Here's the first journal entry. It says, to find the infinity lantern of love, don't get confused. Search high and low with the map. Use the following clues. 6 days of work and 1 day of rest. Together they will make a full week. Study the ancient story of beginnings to locate the lantern you seek. It looks like the first infinity lantern is love. So 6 days of work and 1 day of rest. Is that describing Professor Luminari's first week on the job? No. Has to be something older. Where do I look for an ancient story? Is there a library on Adventure Island?
There are no libraries. However, you couldn't get more ancient than the beginning of time. What about looking in your reference book?
Reference book?
Yes, you know, the Bible. I noticed you had one in your bag.
Excellent idea. Let's see. Okay, I've got one here. The riddle mentioned the beginning. I'll look in the first page here. This looks for like a good beginning, a book called Genesis.
In the book of Genesis, the first book in the Bible, we find a story that tells us what happened during the first week of, well, everything. You see, in the beginning, the very beginning, there was only darkness and emptiness. On day 1 of the first week, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. When God said, "Let there be light," there was a lot of light. Perfect. God said that the light was good. God called the light day and the darkness night. On day 2 of the first week, God said, "Let there be a dome in the middle of the water to separate waters from each other." No. Let's just call it the sky. God called this new creation sky, and it was separated from the water below. And it was good. On day 3 of the first week, God created land, dirt, rocks, islands, and mountains. Then God decided to fill all the land with grass, trees, flowers, herbs, berries, fruits, and vegetables. Basically, any kind of plant. And it was good. On day 4, God created lights in the sky, stars, and planets. God made 2 big lights for our planet. The larger light to shine all day, the sun, and the smaller light to shine at night, the moon. And it was good. On day 5, God created all sorts of birds like robins, cardinals, eagles, falcons, puffins, ducks, and parrots. God also filled the oceans and rivers with all sorts of animals like tiny shrimp, crab, octopus, eel, and every kind of fish. Both sky and water were filled with creatures now. And it was good. On day 6, God filled the land with animals of all shapes and sizes. Monkeys and baboons, otters and prairie dogs, panda bears and polar bears, crawling bugs and flying insects, giant elephants and tall giraffes, and even duck-billed platypuses. Basically every animal you can think of, and even some that we've never thought of. And all of this was good. But God wasn't done yet. God had one more creation to reveal. Saving the best for last, God created humans. This was God's great masterpiece. This was unlike everything else God created so far. This creation would be able to have a relationship with God. And when the work was done, God didn't just think they were good. No, God really loved this latest creation and said they were very good. So, what happened on day 7 of the first week? God rested. It wasn't because God was tired or needed a vacation. No, God rested because God had created everything. It was all good. And God loved everyone and everything in creation. And that's how it happened in the Bible.
There are letters going across and numbers going down it, dividing the island into grids. If only we knew which grid contained the lantern.
The riddle asks you to look at the specific Bible story. Where was the story found in the Bible?
Genesis chapter 1.
Genesis chapter 1. You just said the map has letters and numbers on each grid?
Yes, but what do they mean?
Gee, it does make one wonder.
What did you say?
I said, gee, it does make one wonder.
Aha! I figured it out! If we take the first letter of the book of the Bible, the letter G stands for Genesis, and the number 1 for the first book in the chapter, then it takes me right here. And if you look closely, there's a symbol that looks a lot like a lantern. That must be the infinity lantern of love. Eureka!
I think he's got it.
Okay, explorers, let's go find this lantern.
Wait a minute. Before starting out on this great adventure, you must first recite the island's signal verse. The signal verse is a guiding light for all adventures on the island. It comes from Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, your light has come. The Lord's glory has shone upon you.
Explorers, let's learn it with me. Are you ready? Arise, shine, your light has come. The Lord's glory has shone upon you. Great. So now we have our signal verse and the coordinates. Let's go.
Hold on. Isn't there more to being an explorer than just finding things?
Well, absolutely. So sorry about that, explorers. As we are searching for these lanterns, we will need to learn how to handle these infinity lanterns correctly. And to do so, we need to learn more about the specific light contained in each lantern.
I think Professor Luminari wanted explorers to realize how important we are as lights in the world, pointing others to Jesus. And we learn to shine our light by learning about these truths in the Bible.
So in addition to finding these infinity lanterns, our mission is to explore more about the light of love.
Exactly. Anything else they need to know about being an explorer?
Well, one important thing about being an explorer is that having a way to get from one place to another. Explorers sometimes travel long distances to make discoveries. Is there some way that we can find where we are in this in relation to this infinity lantern, the light of love?
I think so. On Adventure Island, we say, "It is time to arise and let your light shine." We call these saying pathfinders. So, the pathfinder to the light of love would be, arise, shine with love.
I like that. Paths are definitely a great way to get from one place to another, especially on an island. So let us help one another with the path that we're all going to take. Arise, shine with love. Okay, now we need some motions to go with it so we won't forget it. So when we say arise, we want everyone to stand up. So arise. Okay, the next part is to shine. So we want everybody to take your arms and go like this. All right, so arise, we stand up, shine, go like this. And then when we say love, we want to wrap your arms around your chest, just like this. Okay, so can we do this? Everybody sit down. All right, ready? Arise, shine, let your love shine. Okay, so are we ready to begin exploring?
I think so. Explorers, follow your island guides as we begin our first adventure.
Okay, so we are going to dismiss everybody. We're going to start with group 1. So who is group 1? Everybody, leaders, raise your hand. Jane, raise your hand. All right, so group 1 is going to exit. Miss Sarah, you want to take over dismissing everybody from there?
You created the heavens and the earth, made the daylight, called the dark night. Separated the water from the sky. On the third day, you made the land dry. You
Hi, welcome to our first night of crafts at Discovery of Adventure Island. Sarah's here to help me today. Our first one we're going to start out with is really simple because we want everybody to know what's going on. Okay, simple craft. So get out your packet. The first thing you will find for day one is some sort of wind chime. There's different models of them. Mine happens to say arise and shine with like a little sunflower on it. What does yours have?
Mine's a little world.
Oh, yours is the world. How pretty. All right. So what you're going to need is that, some markers, and a little bit of fun. You know where to start? Okay. Make sure you start, if you look on your wind chime, one side will have, one side's going to have the like little ridges on it. That's the side you want to color on, not the flat side. Okay?
Got it.
All
Ridges,
right.
not flat sides.
Correct. You're going to need to color a couple times. So I found a very key part of this is to make sure that you color them more than once. So you're going to want to keep your markers out and away from somebody else's markers so you know exactly what color you have used over and over. And to make it more vibrant, the more color you put on it, the better it will be. Because when you first start out, it's like, well, it's not very colorful, it's not very bright. Especially like if you're using a yellow like Sarah is, or even the orange like I did, you have to go over it multiple times. And just once you get it done once, do all that color that you want to do, set it aside, do your next color, and come back and do it a second time, even a third time. The more color you put into it, the prettier it's going to be, especially hanging out in the sunlight. Tonight's Bible story, I'm sure that you will already know about, is the creation story, is what we're learning about today. And where is the creation story at, Sarah? Do you know? Where in the Bible?
I'm gonna guess the beginning.
The beginning, correct. And what story is that?
Let's see. Isn't that the one? Well, I mean, creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that somehow about how the earth got started or something like that?
Right. How God started making all things. And that can be found in Genesis. Very good, Sarah.
Do you think that God just like clapped his hands and said, tigers?
Probably not. Do you know what he started out with in day one? Do you remember? I know it's been a while since you've gone over the story.
Wasn't it like light or something like that?
Yeah, very good, Sarah. I didn't think you'd know. One up for Miss Sarah. Woohoo!
And put a one on the board. Okay, so it's kind of like liquidy, Miss Lori. Am I supposed to like let it dry or something like that?
Right, you're gonna let that dry and do another color somewhere over here, and then that's why you want to set your markers to the side.
Okay, so I let it like dry for a little bit. The color that I put on there, I gotta let it dry and then come back to it.
Correct.
Okay.
That way it's gonna be more vibrant. So if you do that, one color, let it sit, and then you can come back to it again.
Yeah, it's working a little bit better.
Yeah. Very good. And it's going to have that kind of liquidy look again. And that's why I always say keep your markers out that you use. That way you know exactly what color you use to go back and make them even more vibrant. Yeah, some of those spaces between those letters where it says arise and shine somewhere on your craft, it's going to be a little tight. Get that marker in.
I also got a fat marker. So.
That's true. But even on the skinny markers, like on mine in the center where it says arise and shine, instead of just marking, I kind of stamped it. And it helps get it into those crevices.
Okay. So should I like touch it as soon as I'm done with it?
No, I'd wait, because if you don't, you're going to have marker on your finger.
So I gotta let it dry first before I hang it up in my window.
That's right. And then when you do, it's going to be very pretty, and you'll hear the jingle when the wind blows, and it will remind you of arise and shine, just like on day one of Vacation Bible School.
My dog's gonna love this.
I agree. The birds will too.
All right. So what was our signal verse for today? It was arise, shine with
Love.
Oh, okay.
Love.
So
Remember.
today's love.
today is love. All right. I think that's it for today. You all have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow at day 2 of our adventure. Bye.
Light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for love's sake became poor. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross, and I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross, and I'll never know how much it cost to see my sin upon that cross. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me.
Hey guys, welcome to our first day of science for virtual VBS. I'm actually going to be leading our science portion, so we're all in for it. All right, let's get started. So first off, we're going to start off with some white paint, just basic old white paint. That looks like enough. Now we're going to use the good Gain laundry detergent soap. And we're gonna try our hardest to mix an equal amount. Maybe more. There, that looks good. All right. So now I'm gonna attempt to mix this up here. Ooh, it's a little red. This should be very interesting. So today, our first day, we've been talking about the creation story. So who can tell me a little bit about the creation story? Obviously, it was the beginning, right? The beginning to everything, right? It's in the book of Genesis, very first book in the Bible, very first chapter. So Genesis chapter 1. All right, I think we're pretty mixed up here. We can go for it. All right, so I'm gonna take my laundry soap and my paintbrush, and I'm gonna try to shake a little bit of this off here. All right, so now comes the fun part. Move my materials here, and we're going to create a Starry Night poster. So let's see. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, that was a drip. I think we need more paint here. Ooh, getting some good little stars here. They're pretty bright, right? I mean, they show up pretty good on this black poster board. I guess still need. I think I need some of this one. Put a little bit over here. No Starry Night would be complete without the moon, right? So let's draw us a little crescent moon right here. There we go. You think we need some more star flecks? I think so. Let's do some more flecks of stars, right? Because there's a lot of stars in the sky. I don't know when the last time you've looked at the sky is, but there's quite a few. All right. Now that we got our Starry Night poster, and let's take a look what we got so far. Beautiful, right? Not too bad if I say so myself. I think I'm gonna hang this up in my office. All right, so day 1, we're talking about the creation story, right? So when we talk about the beginning of the universe, what do you think of, right? So one of the most interesting things that we hear about in Genesis 1 is how God made light. So what is light? Well, we usually think of light as something we can see, right? But light is actually invisible. Let's do an experiment to see what I mean. Now, I want you to take a look at my poster. It's kind of, you can't really see it as well now, huh? But let's see what happens when we shine some light on it. Our stars are glowing pretty good now. Let's take a look at my moon. They glow pretty well now. It takes the UV light so you can see it a little bit better. Especially my moon. He shows up a lot better now. What do you think? They show up more brightly now? Ultraviolet light is invisible. So some things shine more brightly under ultraviolet light. Some things, like markers that are crayons that are white, or even my white paint, they have something in them called phosphors. Everybody at home say phosphors. Oh, wait, let's try that again. Okay, everybody at home say phosphors. Great, that was a good job. So phosphors soak up light. So when we turned off the lights and used our ultraviolet light, we energized that light stored up in the materials. And that made our paper glow in some pretty cool ways. When God made the universe and our world, what did God make? What are some things that God made when he made the universe? I'm quizzing you now. He made some animals. He made some water, right? Some land, some sky. But he made some light, right? Now, we can't see God, but we know a lot about God just by looking at the world that God made. And we can shine God's light of love on all creation, just like our ultraviolet light on our poster board. All right, well, that's all for day 1. I hope you guys have a great time in your next section. Bye, guys. See you later.
Okay. Has everybody had fun on day 1? I know it's summertime, but I'm going to give y'all a test. I want to see if you've learned something. It's multiple choice. All right? Okay. Listen carefully. Just want to see what you've learned. Where is the signal verse found? Don't say anything yet. Where is the signal verse found? A, Noah's Ark. B, the jungle. C, the Bible. Or D, at airports. All right, let me hear it if the answer is A. Let me hear B. Let me hear C. And just for fun, let me hear D. The answer is C, the Bible. Isaiah 60, verse 1. Okay, listen up. Here's the next question. So far, you've got 100. All right. Question 2, and don't answer until you hear the choices. What did God create on day 1? A, birds and fish. B, robots. C, light. Or D, people. All right, let me hear you. If the answer is A, let's hear it. What about B, robots? What about C, light? All right. And people, D. The answer is C again. Good job. All right, all right. Okay, this is a tough one. Listen carefully. This is a tough one. What is a pharaologist? What is a pharaologist? Is it A, someone who studies pharaohs? B, someone who studies volcanoes? C, someone who studies lighthouses? Or D, someone who eats a lots of cookies? All right, if the answer is A, let me hear you. What about B, volcanoes? What about lighthouses? And someone that eats lots of cookies? Answer is C again. Good job, everybody. Hey, I want everybody to get on your feet. It's time to sing. Are y'all ready? Everybody up, 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 up.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus says to me, let your light shine bright for the world to see. Guess who gets all the praise when they see my good deeds? It's all about Christ, it's not about me. Cause I'm just a little light, but I burn with the power of the sun's light. All the night lights in the air, let his love shine bright for the world to see. I'm just a little light, but I burn with the power of the sun's light. All the night lights in the air, let his love shine bright for the world to see. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus says to me, let your light shine bright for the world to see. Guess who gets all the praise when they see my good deeds? It's all about Christ, it's not about me. Cause I'm just a little light, but I burn with the power of the sun's light. All the night lights in the air, let his love shine bright for the world to see. I'm just a
like we made it back from our search. Is everybody excited? Wasn't it great? Hey, Bacon, whatever your name is, there you are. Hey, I have some exciting news.
Did you find it?
Oh, yes, I did. Indeed, we did. Look what I found. Listen, watch. We found what you are looking at here is the first of 5 infinity lanterns that are on Adventure Island. I think they're all around here.
Explorers and Lighthouse Keeper Sam, your hard work paid off.
It sure did. It sure did. Thank you for your help. The only question I have for you, Beacon, whatever, is what am I supposed to do with it now?
Maybe you should look back in the journal. It hasn't led you astray yet.
Let me look in my journal here. Wise words, my feathered friend. Here's the last journal entry before Professor Luminari retired. Are you ready? Here's what they wrote. Lighthouse path, lanterns once again light the way, with 5 infinity lanterns shining all night and all day. To the noble of character and the brave of heart, recover the lanterns that were scattered apart.
It sounds like you need to find all 5 lanterns and then light the path to the lighthouse once again.
Well, we're off to a great start with the Lantern of Love. Explorers, do you remember what we learned about God's love? God is love, and everything God creates is out of love.
So the Lantern of Love is the first infinity lantern lighting our path?
It would appear so. I believe Professor Luminari wanted us to learn to carry the light of love by learning from Genesis chapter 1.
Well, how do you carry the light of love?
Well, that's a great question. One way we carry the light of love is caring for our world and for our environment. Most importantly, we carry the light of love by treating others kindly and respectfully.
Excellent. Now it's time for our Pathfinder saying.
All right, explorers, let's say our Pathfinder saying together. Repeat after me. Arise, shine with love. Okay, let's try to say it again. Now let's do those motions again. All right, let's start over. Arise, shine with love. Awesome.
Great job. Now let's say our Adventure Island signal verse, Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, your light has come. The Lord's glory has shone upon you.
All right. Thank you, Bacon Deacon. And thank you, explorers. What an awesome first day on the island. Before I pray for us, I want to talk a little bit about our Vacation Bible School mission project. All right. So here is what we're doing this year. We are raising money for a wonderful cause by the United Methodist Church called Imagine No Malaria. Now let me explain a little bit about what that is. How many of y'all know what malaria is? Anybody know what malaria is?
A disease caused by mosquitoes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, doctor. A disease caused by mosquitoes. Now, the biggest part of the world where malaria is really bad is in Africa. So what we're going to do is you're going to be able to drop your money off all week. What we're trying to buy are mosquito nets. There's a lot of people in Africa, they have to sleep outside, and one way to stop getting bit by mosquitoes is to have a net around their bed. There is a net, it takes only about $10 to buy a net, and we can eradicate malaria forever. Now, here's what I want for y'all to do tonight. Go home, scrounge up all the loose change, all right? Go to mom and dad's dresser drawer, right? Scrounge up the loose change and put it in one of, well, can we put it in that aquarium, Miss Lori? What do you think? All right, we don't have fish in our aquarium. We want to fill this aquarium up with change. Of course, we always welcome dollar bills, $5 bills, $20 bills, cashier's checks. All right? We'll have to talk about that. So that's what I want you to do. All right? And I think if we fill up that aquarium, what should the challenge be? I'll shave my head. We're going to have to think about that. So again, tonight, when y'all come in tomorrow, when you check in, drop all your money here into the aquarium. Because at the end of VBS on Thursday night, we want to have that filled up so that we can eradicate malaria forever. All right? So good luck with that. All right. So, thank you, explorers. What an awesome first day on the island. So let me pray and thank God for our wonderful day on Adventure Island. All right? Let's pray, everybody. Lord, thank you that you love to create and that you love your creation. God, thank you that you love us deeply. Lord, help us to rise and shine with love. May your love shine in our lives so others see you. In your name we pray. Amen. All right. What are y'all going to do tonight? Break open that piggy bank. That's right. For Imagine No Malaria. All right. Miss Sarah, do you have anything?
Hi guys, have you guys had fun tonight?
Let me get your hand up. Hold on.
A little bit of fun? Or a lot of bit of fun? A lot! Woo! Alright, I'm glad you guys had fun tonight. What was our signal verse for today? Oh, thank you. Now I don't have to shout. Okay, what was our signal verse? It was arise. Wait, let's try that again. Sit down. Let's try that again. All right, ready? Arise, shine with what? Love. All right, let's do it one more time. Everybody sit down. Ready? Is everybody ready? Are you sure you're ready? All right, here we go. Ready? Arise, shine with love. Good job. All right, I'm so glad you guys have had a great first day. I know I have. I'm definitely getting my step going today. So be sure while we're sitting here, before we get up, before we go home and eat some dinner, make sure you give your name tags to your leader. Give your name tags to your leader.
Can I bring a friend tomorrow night?
Yes, you can bring a friend tomorrow night. Please bring your money tomorrow night. I want to see a lot of change in there. Last year we ended up dyeing Miss Sarah's hair.
Oh.
Last year we dyed Miss Sarah's hair. I don't know. Maybe you guys can come up with something better this year. I don't know. Shave my hair? Oh no! Oh no! That's a little too short for me. All right. Has everyone given their name tags to their leaders? Yes? No? Yes? Let me see some head nods. Yes? Good. All right. We are about to close out. I'm their leader. All right. We're we're about to close out our first day one. So let's try our single verse one more time before we close out with some VBS songs. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Get all your wiggles out. Get all the wigglies out. All right, you ready? Everybody sitting? Are you sitting? Get low. Get real low. Ready? Arise. Shine with love. Good job. All right, Mr. Brennan, will you cue us in some more VBS songs while we close out tonight?